দেশে 377 ধারাকে কার্যত অবলুপ্তি করে দেওয়ার পর থেকে সারা দেশ জুড়ে আনন্দের বাতাবরণ ছড়িয়ে পড়েছিল। তার মূল কারণ হয়েছিল এলজিবিটি বা হোমোসেক্সুয়ালিটি নিয়ে যে এতদিন ক্রিমিনাল অ্যাফেয়ার্সের কেস করা হতো, সেই কেসগুলি এবার থেকে আর করা হবে না। তার জায়গায় এবার থেকে এই মুক্তিকরণে সাধারণত স্বাধীনতার স্বাদ পেয়েছিল এলজিবিটি বা হোমোসেক্সুয়ালিটি গ্রুপের মানুষেরা। কিন্তু 377 কেসটি এখনো পর্যন্ত রাজ্যে বা সারা দেশের কাছে খুবই নগণ্য পর্যায়ে রয়েছে। তার মূল কারণ হলো আদালত এই কেসটির ওপর ক্রিমিনাল অ্যাফেয়ার্স বন্ধ করলেও এখনো সরকারি স্তরে এমন কিছু জায়গা রয়ে গেছে যে জায়গাগুলির উপরে এই 377 এলজিবিটি বা হোমোসেক্সুয়ালি বিষয়টি এখনো পর্যন্ত পুরোপুরি স্বাধীনতা পায়নি। তার প্রথম একটি উদাহরণ এরা তুলে ধরেছে, যেখানে ব্যাংকিং সেক্টরে এখনো পর্যন্ত নমিনি হিসাবে বা ব্যাংকিং সেক্টরে তোমার স্পাউস বা হাজবেন্ড বা মাদার বা ফাদার বা সিস্টার বা ডটার বা সন এর বাইরে অন্য কোনো সেক্সুয়ালিটি দেওয়া থাকছে না। সেক্ষেত্রে এখনো পর্যন্ত এটা পুরোপুরিভাবে বলা যাচ্ছে না যে এই 377 ধারাটি তুলে দেওয়ার পরও রাজ্য বা দেশ পুরোপুরি স্বাধীন হয়ে উঠতে পারল। যদিও এটি একটি বড় পদক্ষেপ হিসাবেই কলকাতা বইমেলাতে আবেদন করলেন এই বিষয়ে কলকাতা লিটারেচার ফেস্টিভ্যালের একটি সভা মঞ্চে।
For me, as a dancer, I feel that this entire concept or this context of Purusha, the man that dances, Lord Shiva has been our Lord of Dance, and this entire fluidity of gender has been a very, very integral part of our history, of our culture, of our architecture. In the Natya Shastras, we talk about the third gender, and that too to a very high level of regards. And therefore, this entire context of this queer movement, if you talk about villages and small towns, for them it is still queer. You know, this entire integration in the rituals, in the performances and the arts of the inclusivity of this binary and the fluidity of gender has been something which never shocked the community. So I feel that there is a little conflict and irony in this entire country.
So you are saying that culturally we know that we have the third gender and the community exists. Then where is the problem? Is it the city? Is it the education system? What system is it that
I feel that
go wrong?
I'm not a historian or scholar, but I can just say that a lot of changes were made when Mughals came in and then the British. So even performances in temples were barred and banned. So this entire changes is much more colonial change, I feel. So I think from here I think the others can take it up.
Mahesh, what are your views on this?
I'm not sure I have any concrete views on this, but I feel it can't be as simplistic as sort of novel ideas coming into urban cultures and then it has to then percolate to other cultures, small towns and rural areas. I think there has to be a synthesis, and I personally believe that a society doesn't change, it evolves. And what you can do is that you can add to that evolution, even just by changing a little bit of the gene structure, and then it will evolve into something else. And that's what we can do at the forefront of movements. And more than me, there are others who've been sort of, crusading the cause. And that's what they're doing. Very courageous and very strong people who are introducing the seeds of change. And any strong culture or society will have its pattern, like how they accept the introduction of a new, it's like a body, it's very biological as well. It's that something new enters your body, the body rejects it. right? So that's the first stage, and then the second stage is that you accept it, but you don't like it, right? So even acknowledging its existence and hating it is a part of that process, and then very soon it becomes it's a part of the existence. So I think I don't know what stage we're at, but there is this kind of synthesis and evolution which has to take place.
I think I agree with both Sudarshan and Mahit. It's a pretty boring panel if everybody's in agreement on
Boring.
that. I know. I'm sorry, but I do agree what to do. But it is a fact that people have often commented that if you look at the continuum of Indian culture and history, there is, we were no stranger to queerness and homosexuality. In fact, if anything was imported for us, it was homophobia that came later. The law that we are talking about, 377, is a Victorian bequest to us. But it's also a fact that we held on to that Victorian law much longer than the mother country in England did. They had dumped their version of the law. We, like good colonized people, held on to it. But I think in answer to your question about the small town and the village, it's absolutely true. I think the short answer is the reading down of the law. The law has not been revoked, actually. It's been read down to decriminalize consensual sex between adults. The reading down of the law will not have, if you say what effect does it have on people in small towns or villages or even in the city, the short answer is nothing. The day before and the day after, my life didn't change. I don't think Sudarshan's life changed or Mahesh's or the person in the small town who may be very much aware of his desires but didn't even know that a law like 377 existed. So that didn't change. But still, the law has to change because, if you just look at, say, an example in America, in the 1960s, all the civil rights laws were passed. Did that mean discrimination ended overnight? Racism changed overnight? Obviously not. We are seeing Donald Trump as the president right now and virulent racism all over the US. But does that mean that those civil rights laws didn't have to change? The law has to change because there has to be some basis on which we must build for further change. And until that law changed, that basis was shaky. Because people could turn around and say, as Kiran Bedi famously did when she was in Tihar jail, no, you can't distribute condoms in the jail to prevent AIDS, because that would mean condoning same-sex in the jail, and that's against the law, so change the law first. Now the law has changed.
So, different perspectives on how, let's say, India maybe impacts. But how does the LGBT community impact by this rule? What has changed with them? How does the LGBT community, feel now? What is the way forward? There's a whole country with all its issues on one side, and then we have the communities. How has this ruling impacted the community? And also in terms of, it's very important for me to know, because I don't know, there are certain grey areas like marriage, there is adoption, livelihood, especially for the transgender. I mean, how does all these things work from the community?
I think that the not small but big change that happened with the revocation is that you can't be arrested or be threatened, or the people, the transgenders, or people just holding friends, holding hands and walking in the park or on the streets cannot just be kind of be shaken by the forces, by the police and everything. So legally that part has made them strong.
But did that actually really happen?
Yes. Oh yes, of course.
Widely?
Yes. So there has been a lot of places in Delhi, Mumbai, there are a lot of queer trials previously, pre-377 377 revocation, where there were police who would wait to just, even if a young boy is walking alone, he used to like question him or put him inside or like, so there have been a lot of things which happened. So that part is much safer now. I will say that, and what I also want to say that we have seen a big change in the last 20 years. We were discussing that the energies of the late 80s and 90s are the energies which were the energy which made this queer movement possible in India, and which made this change possible are so much. There was something in the energies of the 90s. So we could see that transformation of a dream that homosexuality could be decriminalized. That dream somehow came true. That was a big celebration for many of us. But I think this is the beginning. That's the beginning. We get just tip of the iceberg. We have to go more deep inside with policies of adoption, policies of parenthood, and other legal rights and other things. So I think the change has been somewhere strong. I feel gave a lot of strength to the community, and mainly the community who are from the suburbs, who are not much educated. So they have got a lot of strength.
Yeah, to my knowledge, I don't think the law has ever been used to incriminate consensual homosexual sex. But what we're talking about is the perceived threat, which is what is hanging in the air with many lesbian, gay, transgender people, is that the law can be used against them. So it's a form of blackmail and extortion and just the fear that you can't love openly. And I think, yes, I would say that there's a lot to be done even amongst the LGBT community, because you mentioned transgenders, the problem
Yes,
of...
and also I feel that only because I come from the modeling industry, in the glamour industry or in the field of performing arts, we see a lot of transgender. But outside of that, I have not seen too many actually work, because maybe earlier it wasn't possible. So I see that there could be a future, but where is there going to be an accent?
Yes, I just want to add another word here. I agree that there may not be homophobia in Indian culture, but there's definitely a gynophobia. So it is a phobia against women. And I think it is most palpable when people say transgender, because it challenges the viewpoint that being a man is a privileged gender. Here's a person, we're talking about male to female transiting, who wants to be a woman, right, and refuses to be a man. And that's when the phobia comes against transgender people at the most. I think it's more a gynophobia than homophobia.
I think obviously for us sitting on stage, we have a lot more privilege than many other people. In some sense, in India, if you're upper middle class, you can speak a certain way, and you're fairly safe from a 377. But people have been blackmailed because more than the law, it is the stigma of homosexuality that has been harder. So people are afraid when they're caught in a park or something. The police will say, "Oh, if you don't pay up, I'm going to go to your place of work, I'm going to go to your home, and I'm going to expose you." And until that stigma goes, and that stigma will not go with the law, but the law has to go in order for that stigma to start receding. But until that stigma goes, that fear will always be there. I mean, Section 377 might have been read down. Does that mean gay men in this city, I'm just using gay men as an example, gay men in this city are not getting married to women? It's happening right now as we speak. Everybody knows what's going on, but we go along with it because it's socially, we accept that, this is the way. We don't rock the boat. We're a culture very used to not rocking the boat. But I think and absolutely right that, I think sometimes people focus so much on a law like 377, it has assumed a larger than life role in our lives, which can lead to the problem where we think that's the silver bullet, that once this law is read down, everything else will just follow naturally, but it won't. And I'll give you a simple example. One of the things many people ask, Acha, the law has gone, so now is there going to be same-sex marriage in India? And I'm like, why are we so obsessed with marriage here? There are other things that are actually much more critical to our lives. So one quick example is, if I am filling out a life insurance form, who can I name as a beneficiary? As a man, if I am in relationship with another man, I cannot name that person as a beneficiary on that form. I have to name either my mother, which is kind of silly in a life insurance form. If I have no kids, and then, or you have to name a blood relative. So those are the battles that we will have to fight in order, the law is gone, but in order to be treated like everyone else and to be treated as boring as everyone else and deal with all those boring mundane issues like who's the beneficiary on your form, who gets to visit you in the hospital, all of those things will have to be fought for one by